Hello everyone, Zerms is Flying Hind here with today's episode of Team Area Combos. Today we're going to be doing talking about various things here for today, which is going to be Smash Ultimate, which just came out recently, about 4 days ago or so. Then we're going to also talk about basically MKX's MK11's reveal that happened recently, and then we're going to also then talk about basically Capcom Cup, which we will talk about various players and what they're thinking about the event and everything like that, and also think what's going to happen or something like that after the event. Today I have with me, like obviously myself, then obviously I have my co-host, which is Jacob Man.
Hey, what is up, guys? This is Shaco Man here, and it's good to be back here again.
And then we have Tay Wolf.
What's up, everybody? I'm really glad to be here and to be with you guys during this Team Aerial combo.
And then the last guy right here is OG Sus Johnson.
Yo, what's good?
What is up? And the first things first, before we talk about anything about this thing right here, obviously I want to talk about a thing that TA Wolf has been going through recently, which about a couple weeks ago, when he was down in Mexico, well, somewhere in Mexico, I'm not 100% sure where, sorry about that. His dad suffered a heart attack and had to go underneath a emergency treatment at the ER, and basically he because of that he got hit with a bunch of medical bills that he has now to pay off that at the moment he cannot pay off by himself. Which I will go let you talk to Wolf so you can explain more about it.
Basically what happened was that my dad was over in Mexico City. We live in a place called Guadalajara. It's like 8 hours away. But he was over there due to a business trip, and in the middle of his work, he started having a heart attack, and they rushed him to the hospital and called me, and they're like, "Yo, your dad just had a heart attack, you have to get over here." So we went over there and checked that everything was fine and stuff, but then he was there a couple of weeks, and then he left the hospital, and he's slowly recovering and he's doing better, thank God. But the main problem with that is that the insurance claimed that they had covered something before this year that had never happened. I believe it was my mom had a back surgery or something like that, but it never really happened. And they wrote it off with a doctor that lives in a town 18 hours away. So we have to go over there, find the doctor. They wrote it down have a letter that he didn't do back surgery on my mother at said hospital, and after that we can sue them to see if they're willing to pay any money. But meanwhile we've been struggling with what we have from work and all that other stuff to help him cover the expenses. But outside of that, he's been doing pretty well and he's been recovering day by day. So thanks for all the good vibes and support and that.
That's great to hear, man.
That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that he's doing much better.
Yep. Let me quickly post show you the link real quick in the thing here. This I'm gonna go to the site right here. I'm sorry, this right here is the current GoFundMe page right now. He is currently at $750 of a $5,000 goal that he needs to reach at the moment, and he needs to reach this in case that for some reason the basic plan of trying to get the money from the insurance does not go through. So this right here is what he needs right now to actually do it. But also currently he needs to help try to pay off that medical now, because at the moment there's no way for him to pay off, and also with the insurance being how it is, he won't be able to do anything about it until they talk about it, and we don't know how long that how long before they start to go questions with it and start hitting their their credit score and everything like that, because they have bills outstanding right there. something that they couldn't avoid at all.
Yeah, and the treatment was over 500,000 pesos at the moment. So that's like let me divide that by 20, like $7,500. So we've paid off what we could in order to get him the treatment for emergency and stuff like that. But obviously, we don't have that much amount of money, and we've been doing what we can. So if anyone wants to help, even by just sending positive vibes or by donating or just talking with me during the night and stuff, or I have to watch out for anything happening, it's just a really great help, and I really, really appreciate everything, really everything, every good message, every message that like, hey, how you doing, Wolf? How's your dad? Everything has been like such a blessing, and it makes me feel really happy to be a part of the FGC and to have such great friends.
Yeah, we love you, man. We love you, man. We hope you and your family do well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, of
Thank
course,
you.
Same
I
here.
love you too,
we all care
guys.
about you,
Uh,
dog.
I definitely hope that your family does well and then they were able to get out of this mess. For
Hopefully.
everyone, yeah, sorry. For everyone that's currently watching this right there, the link is in the description right now that you can click right there, and if you can donate in any possible way, go ahead. Or if you want, if you can at least start to share it to like to people on your social media, like on Facebook and everything, that will greatly help out. Obviously, if you can't do anything that will at least help out, Wolf in any way.
Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Make sure make sure, guys, to donate, support, and like spread the word out about this. Man. Like I'm helping him out with this like whole situation with his dad. So
Yeah.
mhm.
So,
It's for
hope.
the good cause.
Oh, yeah, for a good cause. Um,
Honestly, thank you guys so much.
you're welcome.
Mhm.
Okay, well, let's go to the next topic right now, which is Smash Ultimate. Basically, the game came out basically on Friday, and obviously people got them before that because of like early copies and everything like that, and
And they
leak,
and they
leaks.
also like hacked the Switch, so they can like download Smash Ultimate too.
Yeah, what's basically they patterned it, so but it does suck because it's like stealing freaking revenue from the game company, from
Mhm.
Nintendo. But makes it so that they cannot play online with the freaking like thing because if you use a illegally bought copy with it, your Switch will get basically bricked from playing online. So that's
Pretty much.
which is a big thing. Um, yeah, but right now it's basically at the moment doing definitely pretty damn well for Nintendo wise because obviously the game has every single character that was ever in Smash, like from the original Smash to basically four, and then obviously to the new characters that got announced for Smash Ultimate, that were like literally um, Simon Belmont and Richard Belmont,
King K. Wool,
King K. Rool, Inklings, and
as Elizabeth.
Elizabeth right there, Daisy, Ken, and like a lot of I can give like characters got announced. And obviously with their birth, like Piranha Plant or Pete the Piranha Plant, or I'm not sure what name they're using it, is coming out. And then with a new freaking character that just revealed last week, like actually the day of like Smash getting released, they revealed that
Mhm.
Joker from Persona 5 is going to be a playable character too, which no one freaking ever expected right there. But
That
obviously,
is wild, dude. Like,
that
holy shit.
that is definitely wild. Which we will go on that like a bit more later. But obviously, we're going to talk about everything. Basically, day one thoughts for the game. The gameplay is obviously fun. Oh, sorry, you can go, Wolf. You can go, Wolf.
Oh, oh I okay. So
Oh,
I've played it since release because there was a release tournament over here, and I ended up trying it out, getting a copy, and it's super fun. It's like a mixture of it has like a lot of melee stuff that makes it cool, like all the dash dancing and stuff like that, and all the like combo possibilities. But it's also its own game. It's not like we're trying to be melee, but we're just doing another thing. It has a very unique essence, and I really appreciate all the things they put in this game that to me give it like a greater level of depth. Like the parry mechanic they added is pretty cool.
That is sick. Yeah, the parry mechanic looks pretty sick so far. Well,
Yeah, because like from what I understood of the metagame, excuse me if I'm wrong, because I'm only really a melee player. If I could be considered that, but in Brawl and in Smash 4, a lot of shield pressure was very safe and very, and it let you get away with a lot of stuff, making less characters viable. So by adding the parry, you add an extra level of mind games, and you add more punish options to things that wouldn't be punished otherwise. So I appreciate the parry mechanic and also the tech grab mechanic, because the thing that always angered me was like knowing a grab was coming but not being able to do anything about it, and now you can finally fight back. So it's pretty cool, and like every character has been reworked a bit, or they've given them new things, and all the new characters are super fun. So for me, this is like the best Smash game right now.
So it's like a mix between like melee and Smash 4, like that.
Yeah, and with a little bit of like Third Strike and some other things.
Yeah.
Like if you play several fighting games, I think you're gonna do good in melee. No, it's not melee. Sorry, Ultimate, because it's a very fundamentally solid game. Like there's no you have to play this way and that's it. I think you can really play with your own style, and that's what makes it fun for me.
That is good, man. I do not have a Switch at the moment though, but I'm gonna get one pretty soon for Smash. So I can't wait for that.
Definitely, when I get a Switch, I'm definitely gonna hit that up, because I was actually worried about Ultimate, that it was gonna be like a lot of the previous matches where you could only play like one certain way, and if you don't play that way, then it's gonna throw yourself off. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're just not gonna win. So the fact that you mentioned that it has like a lot of those different elements from other fighting games, like Third Strike, the parry ops, the parry, like you said, and a lot of like other stuff. I'm actually really excited for the game. I'm actually, because like I said, because I'm not sure if I said it during this, but I was never really interested in previous Smash games after Melee, for the reason that it wasn't very pleasing to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fact that a lot of those features are added into the game, and they're implemented well, it basically, like, you know, it tells me like this game is gonna be amazing. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna cop it when I get a Switch.
Yeah, and the thing that adds a lot of it to me is that every character has their own personality, and even then you can use them very differently. Like, for example, in Brawl, everybody had to play either Meta Knight or Ice Climbers, or in Smash 4, everybody had to play Bayonetta and or die, you know. So in this game, I feel like there's not much of the cheap stuff as of now. Maybe they'll discover it later, but so far it feels like anything can work. It gave me like the same feeling Marvel 3 gives me. Like you could play She-Hulk, Iron Fist, Ryu and make it work, you know. So
and also like Marvel Infinite too. You can pick like any like team too, you know.
Yeah, like you can pick anything you want and make it work as long as you put in the effort, and that's the kind of vibe that this Smash gave me.
Yeah, so yeah, I have been playing the game too right there. Obviously right there, but the thing I really am annoyed with is just about the unlocking for now, because how freaking tedious it is. Yeah, because basically there's like the normal way to unlock stuff like there is that every 10 minutes or so the game like allows you to unlock a new character. Then after you unlock a new character, you have to wait 10 more minutes to unlock one. Which you can bypass that by just playing the story mode and you unlock characters the normal way, which takes probably like 12 hours to beat story mode for what I heard. But
Whoa.
there's other ways to actually get around that, which was you basically just run around. You like, load up a stage, run around for like 10 minutes right there doing stuff like that, and then after some minutes of the game, then you do bunch of like sudden death matches right there, and then you play a match, unlock a character, quit out the game completely, you close the game app. We do open it up, go back to sudden death right there, and repeat. Which obviously that is tedious right there, but that's the fastest way to do it. Because with all the other characters, like with all the freaking characters, like 73 unplayable characters or so, with minus like the 8 that you get unlocked right there, it definitely takes a while to fucking unlock set. Yeah.
Yeah, like unlocking is absolute hell, and I think it's a really outdated mechanic, at least for a fighting game, you know, because like for RPGs or other types of games, when you unlock stuff, you feel like it's an accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
But here you have to unlock like basic components of the game, at least to me. So it's like, oh, why should I do this, you know? And for example, like in Dragon Ball, you gotta unlock Android 21. It's a pain, and here you have to do that like 76 times or something like that. So I definitely agree with you on that one. Unlocking is super troublesome.
Yeah, definitely that.
If there was like a DLC where you could just pay to unlock them, for sure would do that.
Yeah, I didn't even bother unlocking Android 21 when I got fighters. I was like, nope, not even gonna bother.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not at all. Yep, because you know that. It says if I remember correctly, like Wii U right there had all the characters unlocked from the start. Right?
Yeah, unless it was the DS version. The DS version you had to.
The 3DS one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the Wii U version right there, all the characters are unlocked already. Which, like, I don't know why they didn't do in the other version. So yes, it says, which definitely does suck right there. Which is actually more thing, like more no, like the most annoying thing about it. The other thing is the online aspect, because the online is very iffy at the moment with how you basically like ready up for a 1v1 freaking match with no items, 2 stacks, and everything like that against someone, and then you freaking then you pick your Ganondorf like that, then you fight against one easy, not like Wario, like Chrome from that thing. Then you also fight Isabelle from Animal Crossing right there. And somehow when you search for a 1v1 no items, it turns into a four-man free fall of items on for some reason.
Huh, that's weird.
Yes. Yeah. But basically, like Lefford made a joke. I had to find a joke real quick, so let me look real quick.
Well, I mean, how does the unlike like Neko once like it does like one play smoothly or?
Basically, because a lot of probably people are playing freaking online without a Ethernet cable. It's very hard because you have to buy an Ethernet adapter for the Switch so you can actually have stable connection for it. What's cost?
Yeah, it's better to do that way.
Yeah, it costs $15 to actually do it because that's how much it cost me. $15 for it, which obviously is the best thing to fucking do. I think because since it's a fighting game like game right there, you need to have a stable connection so you can properly react to stuff and properly punish stuff and like that. And basically, you need to have a wired connection to actually do so. If you have a wired connection, fuck yeah, it should like plays fucking great because I played against a friend earlier today online right there, and basically it like was a little bit laggy. Then I realized, oh wait, I forgot to put in my Ethernet card. So I put in my Ethernet card. It was like a lot better than that. But
I mean, AB had like AB can't even speak tonight. AB you have like you like internet, you know.
No, but
you can
Yeah, no matter what, right there, you can't have wireless on this thing because how iffy the online is right now. Because the online infrastructure is also very freaking bad at the moment. Because like I said earlier, like here's what Leffen said. Leffen says is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is really something special, man. In what game can you have a four-man match with Cloud, Joker, Mario, and Sonic face off with Pokemon's assistant showing going left to right despite those four players all search for 1v1 no items? Amazing. Yeah, basically that's basically it right there because that mode right that's the reason why people are very iffy with that, and a lot of people are complaining to the channel about the online at the moment. Well, what's basically they will probably fix online because there's a lot of people complaining about it, and I definitely think. But at the moment, I think everything else is pretty good for the game because it has a replay data, so it has it has a lot of fucking unlockable content right there. I would say huge fucking variety of characters. And basically, the only things that downside was the unlocking and basically the online at the moment. That's really it. Yeah. Um. Let's talk about characters right now. Basically, I played basically like a decent amount of characters. I played Donkey Kong, Ganondorf, Snake. I tried out the Inklings. I tried out King K. Rool, tried King DDD a bit, and I tried a couple of other characters here and there. The characters that I like the most right now is Ganondorf because I played Ganondorf in Wii U, which obviously I know he was.
Same here, man. Yeah, same here, man. I've been playing Ganondorf for in like all the Smash games. It's just like Captain Falcon.
Yeah. But if you remember, Ganondorf in 4 in Wii U was a very bad character, but
he was.
Yeah, but in Ultimate he has a lot better buttons now. Like he has a lot wider lanes on his buttons right there. He has a lot of fucking things going for him. But they made the fucking biggest nerf of them fucking all. You can tech out of the Ganon side.
Oh no! That sucks.
You can tech out the Ganon side now. Basically, it's like that. Asking like, what did it cost you? Like, everything. Everything, because like everyone loved the fucking Ganon side. But
I love it too, man.
Basically, you can still get inside, but also another thing that Ganon will die first, no matter what. So that means you cannot use it at the last stock. So that sucks right there. That's like definitely sad about it.
I also love how they like bring back his Ocarina of Time design back. I love that.
Yes, same here. Yeah, same here right there. Definitely do like that. It says I said Incinerator. He's actually pretty fun too. Donkey Kong, I don't think really much changed about him at all.
Wait, who?
Donkey Kong, I don't think really much changed about him at all. They have to try out more stuff with Snake, if anything. But obviously the character I like most right now is Ganondorf because let me post a tweet I sent out a little bit ago because freaking holy fuck. Look at that damage right there. I'm just gonna.
And also, I heard his smash attacks are like way better now because
let's look at the tweet I just I put in the chat right there. Let's look at the tweet.
Let me check.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
No, watch the second part.
What?
Oh my god! Yo, like 2 hits?
Two?
Yeah.
2 hits?
That's crazy.
2 fucking
Yo,
hits.
my dude. Yo, my boy Ganondorf got those buffs.
2 fucking hits. 2 fucking hits. Yeah, I was like, when I got that, I was like, holy fuck, man. Like, how is this?
Wow.
I played Ganondorf in Melee. He was my main, and he was ridiculous then.
Oh, he was, dude.
It made me
Yeah.
sad when I saw him in Brawl and Smash Forward. Like he was just trash.
He
Yeah,
was
but
complete ass, dude, in those games.
yeah, but
We have a joke in Mexico about Ganondorf in Melee.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how people complain about Jigglypuff having the rest attack?
Yeah.
Well, Ganondorf, all of his attacks are rest, dude. He's the best character in the game.
yes.
He's the scariest one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Ganondorf hits like a fucking truck. Like obviously like that, he hits a fucking truck. Basically, if I played against a Diddy Kong, my friend played against a Diddy Kong, he had to hit me multiple fucking times to do that, and I can only hit him about 3 times. And if I hit him those 3 times, I can knock him on the stage. But him, he has to hit me multiple fucking times to actually fucking do it.
For sure, dude.
And he's not even that slow either. Like he's like slightly slower than.
He is slightly slower, but basically his kick move, his silent kick, moves him very fast right there, and basically you can and also it's very good right there to go through projectiles if you time it correctly. Says obviously he's one of my characters I like to use at the moment mostly.
The
How is that
characters-
Snake? How good is Snake?
I cannot say yet for myself.
I've tried a couple of characters. Snake was one of them, but I feel like we have to discover Snake's new playstyle for him to be effective, because the way you played him in Brawl, like with all the side tilting and all the grenade tossing and stuff like that, seems to be a bit less effective this game. So I think he'll probably change to a more aggressive approach in this game.
Yeah, I can see that.
The characters I've been playing a lot is Jigglypuff, because I love Jigglypuff, the best character ever. Because she's basically Hagar with 6 jumps. So,
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Hago 6 jumps, and then that rest attack is basically like getting piped.
The pipe. Yeah, that's a pipe, dude.
it's the same game plan. Nobody believes me until I explain it. Like, you both have a very, very OP air normal, which is either pipe or the back air or forward air, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just spam it until they get scared and start shielding, and then you start going for grabs. And grab means death against this character, so she's basically Air Hagar.
Hagar.
Then
How good is she in Smash Ultimate so far?
How good is she? I've recorded some clips. I'll tweet them out later so you guys can share. But I feel like this is the second best iteration of Jigglypuff there's ever been. Like, the first one is obviously Melee, where she can rest you of blinking basically. But in this game, she feels like a real character, because you know how in Brawl and Smash 4 they made her super slow, really laggy, almost no kill options, and she felt like she was made out of wet paper, so she was easy to blow up. But in this game, she's still made out of wet paper somewhat, but she's a bit more durable, and she has way better normals. You can do the wall of pain, like, you know how you carry them from one edge of the stage until they die with forward air, forward air, forward air. She can do that again. Rest is more powerful in this game. She has more rest setups. They made rollout a more viable thing, and she just feels like a real character now. So I think if people don't watch out, Jigglypuff could be coming back, you know?
Yes.
But that said, with so many characters in this game, I don't think she will be as dominant as in Melee, because there's just too many styles that can play around her gameplay now.
Yeah, there's like a lot of characters, man.
Yeah, for example, I've also been playing King K. Rool, which, if you're a Android 16 player or a Hulk player, you're absolutely gonna enjoy King K. Rool, because he has very good space control with his normals. He has armor in like a lot of air normals and ground tilts, and the crown attack is like super high priority, and it's like a boomerang he does with his crown, and then it comes back, but it hits really hard and it lets you combo of any of the 2 hits of the crown. So and he also has a down throw that almost always combos into something. So King K. Rool is definitely like the big body to watch out for. If Kane Blue River starts playing Smash, he'll probably go for that character. Very, very good armor character. And the other one I've been playing a lot, and people don't believe me that it's good, is Pichu. Pichu is basically melee Pikachu on crack, basically.
Oh, melee.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
shit.
Pikachu. Yeah, I actually do believe him because Pichu is definitely a lot better because Pichu was considered one of the worst characters in the game, but I believe that Pichu is actually definitely viable now in the game.
What kind of buffs did they give him? Like,
Okay, so basically, you know how he hurt himself a lot in melee?
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Now he gets hurt like 0.3% or something like that. So the
0.3.
damage yeah, like not even 1%. It says like 0.3. So the damage he does to himself is way less. He has a down throw that combos into basically everything. He has
shit.
very, very good mobility, very good recovery. It's like the same as Pikachu, but his side B goes farther, so that's a plus for me, I guess. And his aerials are almost no lag. He has Pikachu's all the neutral air, because in this game they gave Pikachu like he like thunder shocks you all the way down, kind of like how Mewtwo did in Melee.
Mm-hmm.
But Pichu still has like the spinny flippy thing he used to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's better for like pressure, and his up air is absolutely ridiculous. Like you can juggle people for like half an hour with Pichu.
Oh shit, that's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, Pichu is like one of the characters to watch out for in this game. Probably Pikachu as well. I haven't messed a lot with Pikachu, but when I saw that Pichu had like the Team Skull and the Team Aqua headbands, I'm like, yo, I have to try this character. And he's surprisingly strong, dude. Like, I thought he was still a joke character, but no. I've honestly considered picking him as one of my main characters.
Well, hot damn.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be like one of the dark horses in this game. Like once people find out, it's gonna be a problem.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, other characters that I actually did try, have played against or tried out is Inkling. I totally forgot about Inkling. Inkling is definitely a very good zoning type of character, and but her ability to freaking just plant in the ground by her just side being right there and having her just fucking just like zooming across the thing is very, very good, and also like her news buttons is pretty freaking good. I think that Inklings. The Inklings are definitely very good, and then obviously Richard and Simon Belmont. That's because their raids is fucking ridiculous. They're obviously very good zoning characters, and I believe they're freaking very good. They're
pretty much like Ghost Rider, if you think about it, because of the whip and keep.
They're Ghost Rider on crack because they can actually like cover the up approach, and Ghost Rider previously could not. So with the axe and the holy water, they can just like spam you to death, and then some chains. It's pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool character design.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Simon when I play the game. You know,
I think you'll really like it. And the other character I forgot to mention is Incineroar. Incineroar is like you know how Jigglypuff is Air Hagar?
Mm-hmm.
Incineroar is like a Hagar that just
He's like Vanilla Armika in Street Fighter 5.
Vanilla Armika, you say?
Oh god.
Yeah, because like he has so much like good ground game and pressure and all the wrestling moves, but he has one flaw that makes him like not liking him, and it's his recovery. It's super bad. He like goes up and then he crashes into the ground, but he has almost no height there. So it's really easy to exploit. If he had a way to overcome that, I think Incineroar would be a problem because he's definitely one of the few grappler characters in Smash, and it's pretty fun to play.
I was trying him out when I played the game. Him and Simon or Vector.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
What about Captain Falcon? How good is he in the game?
He's very different from past Captain Falcons.
How so?
You know how before his up air was like a big deal, and his throw game basically enabled him to do a lot of stuff?
Yeah.
Now it's more like you have to be very neutral air heavy, and the knee is a bit harder to land, at least for me. Maybe I'm wrong. And his throws don't really lead to much, so you have to play him more like a neutral character.
Okay.
But that's probably me not knowing like all the combos and stuff, but he felt different from other versions of Captain Falcon. But his speed is super good.
Okay, I'm always a Captain Falcon player since Smash 64. So I would get used to his gameplay style when I play the game. So
Ganondorf played more like what I'm used to for Captain Falcon than Captain Falcon in this game. But it's definitely cool to try.
Yeah.
Definitely that. Okay, let's go to the next part of the topic, which is basically talking about tier list. Well, I say it's basically what the character's opinion, like, it's gonna be a mixture of the high level players think of characters and also their tier list at the moment. So let me quickly link this in the chat right there. This right here, this is Zero's tier list for Smash right here. So let me obviously this is his tier list right here. Basically, obviously, the top one right there is obviously doesn't matter because it's not released yet. But this is what he thinks at the moment is the best characters. Top tier is Pikachu, Olimar. Don't know. That's not Marth right there. I don't think that's Marth.
Chrom?
That's Chrom.
Chrom. Princess Peach and Daisy. Like basically both like Richard and Simon Belmont. Inklings, Mewtwo, Seek, Paulina. Oh yeah, Paulina is supposed to be very good too. There's fuck, I forgot her name. Okay, that's Marth.
Lucina, I mean.
Could be Lucina. Wario.
That's Lucina.
Roy, Ryu, and Ken. High tier is Diddy Kong, Rosalina, Ike, Dr. Ice, Lucario, Joseph Samus, Meta Knight, Link, Young Link, Luigi, Ness, Fox, Falco, Snake, Pichu, Soak, Sonic, Mii Fighter, which is the brawler version, I believe. There's Isabella, then Villager, DK, Bowser, Captain Falcon, Pokemon trailer. That's Ike, I believe. Yoshi, DK Rule, Cloud, Bayonetta, Dr. Mario, Great Ninja. Then I got Mario, mid tier. Mario's mid tier. Fuck, I forgot his name. Fuck.
Lucas?
Lucas, yes. Lucas. Samus, Doc Samus, Incinerator, Mega Man, Rob. I believe that's the Sword Brawler, and then there's the Shooter Brawler, Ganondorf, Jigglypuff, Captain DDD. King DDD. Game & Watch, Toon Link, Wii Fit Trainer, like a Wolf, Zelda, Ice Climbers, Chrome, I think, Bowser Jr. There's Kirby, freaking damn, Little Mac, Pac-Man, and then Ridley, and then not sure yet, which is the Duck Hunt and Robin right there. Yeah, basically this is his tier list at the moment. Obviously he has a couple of interesting choices, like Wario as a pretty freaking good character, Mewtwo as a definitely very good character too. Paulina, for one and all, is actually damn good at the moment right there, so I definitely do see that. Um,
Uh,
like from what I heard, he's pretty good right there. Obviously,
I
like
know. I noticed that Ridley's like gold tier now.
yeah, definitely low tier because I think he has like very bad side specials. I'm not sure correctly. I had to look up and see why Ridley's bad. Um, obviously, like a lot of characters look pretty interesting in this list. The Pichu is definitely high tier. Like that's actually pretty
I
good right
agree with
there.
that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I think Bowser's high tier too. Interesting.
I agree with most of the list. Maybe I would make some changes. Like I think Jigglypuff is at least high tier, but maybe I'm missing a part of the picture. But and I also think that Pokemon Trainer should be in the top tier because Squirtle is busted. I think he's one of the most combo heavy characters in this game.
Oh shit.
And just having 3 different ways to handle a matchup in one type of match is very useful. And you don't get punishing for not switching anymore. So I think I would put Pokemon Trainer a bit higher up.
Oh yeah, they buffed Pokemon Trainer like a lot from his Brawl version.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe I would put Pichu up there in the top tier as well, but we still have to see. I think making tier list at this point in the game is more like a guideline than actual tiers, you know?
Yeah. The game like came out like a couple of days ago, so it's gonna take like a while for like actual like tier list to like come out, you know.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna just go over one more tier list real quick, which has some definitely more differentiated that, and we're gonna talk about it real quick, and then definitely this list right here is actually definitely more interesting right here because it has a lot more character variety. It obviously has a more questionable tier that they don't know how good it is yet, and then they have then some characters a lot more different than Zero's tier list. So this is right here is Leffen's tier list. So this is actually a lot more different right here. He has Captain Falco, Captain Falco, Salmon, Mr. Belmont, Diddy Kong, King K. Rool, Meta Knight, and Pokemon Trainer as top tier. Then has Yoshi, Mewtwo, Roy, and Marth, and then Pikachu and Pichu as A tier. Then B tier has that's Ike right there in A tier, because B tier has Marth, and then has Lucina, Roy, Ike, Soak, Incinerator, Luigi, Inklings. And then C has Bayonetta, like Seek, Pete's and Daisy, Robin, Toniza, Toon Link, Dr. Mario, Cloud, Wolf and Fox, Cloud, Snake, and Young Link. And then D is Ness, Lucas, Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong, Rob, Jigglypuff, Lucario, Captain Falcon, Zeus and Samus, Ike and Pit and Dark Pit. Then we got Zelda, Paulina, like Isabel, Villager. Sorry about this. Sorry about mumbling my words right here. Ganondorf, Ridley, Jigglypuff, Kirby, like Rosalina, Captain Olimar, Duck Hunt, Gavin Watts, Pac-Man, Bowser, Chrome, Captain DD, King DDD,
King DDD.
Little Mac, Bowser Jr., Pac-Man. Because Pac-Man's what above freaking Mega Man. Like regular Link, Samus, Dark Samus, Ice Climbers. Then we don't know where these guys are at, which is Ryu, Ken, Sonic, Wario, like Wii Fit Trainer, all the Mii's, and then like and all Piranha Pete or Piranha Plant, which is definitely a very more diverse freaking tier list than the last one right there.
It's a pretty like iffy like tier list.
Definitely pretty
I
like definitely pretty interesting at the moment. There's definitely things that I agree with right there. Then there's some things that should not be there, I believe, because
I feel like Leffen made this tier list considering like combo options, and he's looking at it from a like very melee perspective. Because if you see, like, Falco has a lot of guaranteed combos, King K. Rool, Meta Knight, Pokemon Trainer. Like, all the high tiers are just really combo heavy. So
Yeah.
I feel like he went off of that to do his tier list, but he's not like considering every tool from every character. And I feel like Zero did a bit more of that on his tier list. Like, I understand Leffen's perspective, and it's interesting, but I don't agree with most of it. Because, for example, which one is a good example? Let's say like Duck Hunt, he's like zero combo heavy, but the way he handles the neutral game forces you to take a lot of risks, right? So I would
Yeah.
really put him like way more up there than E tier because of the game plan he forces you to have. Because he makes you take a risk, and I feel like that in the tier list should have around the same weight as having really good combos. So I think that's what his approach was, and I can understand it, but I don't fully share it.
okay, definitely good take on that and everything. Um, let's see, anything else for the topic? Okay, we're gonna talk about the Persona 5 Smash reveal. Which, if you don't know, the Persona series is a Japanese RPG series. Basically, it's like real life like a school right there, where you have the social aspect of talking right there, and basically uh, getting connected with various people that you would live around with right there, with an RPG heavy style combat where they use basically Jojo as stands to basically help you fight right there in an alternative world right there that shows basically um, a demon-esque version of what you do. Like in Persona 5 right there, they go to a different world of what this guy's heart contains and basically what he thinks of wherever he thinks it is like that. And basically it's how basically it's how he views what he is. Like there's a guy in the school that the blues like views his school as his castle, and he's the king of the castle. And basically they like that's the world that they're trying to fight in. That's like one of the worlds that they fight in. Basically, who got revealed was Joker. Joker is the main character of Persona 5, which Joker is basically a nameless protagonist that you can name as, but like his code name in the like otherworldly underworld right there is called Joker, which because he has a Joker-esque mask that he can tear off right there, and he's actually pretty cool. Basically, he is actually a pretty freaking cool character, even though he has no freaking voice himself right there in the game, besides like saying like certain lines here and there. Uh, because you can name him right there. He's actually a pretty interesting character because he's a guy that likes to say about himself, but you can also like try to help out like people that he's willing to freaking help and learn and everything like that. I for one, it's like he might be. I think he might play similar to Bayonetta in a way with how he has the gun aspect because he has the ability to use guns in the game right there and obviously have normal. So I believe that he's gonna have play like something similar to Bayonetta in a way where he can like call on a persona with his mass attacks that he can do side B right there and call persona right there to actually help him out and something like that, which is actually pretty freaking cool how it actually would do it. What do you think, Wolf? If you know anything about Joker at all?
Um, I I really don't know anything about the Persona series,
Same here, man.
but
Okay.
from the way I investigated, because when I see something that calls my attention, I always try to like read and check it out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And from the way I saw it, I feel like they could do a lot of like maybe Phoenix Wrighty stuff in the way they design the character. To like, I feel like it would be really cool if they made like the Japanese RPG interactions like a mechanic for him, you know?
It says
For example, like maybe if he's comboing, like you can pick a choice in one of his combos, kind of like the Roy side B where you can go up, down, or middle, and have his move set work out like that. Like you have to take the decisions in order to see where it takes you. Like I feel like that would be super cool if they did it, because I'm not like super familiar with the character himself.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's going to be like one of his things right there, because I think no matter what, they're going to have him as the RPG aspect for him, because obviously that's what he normally does. I think that if you remember like the various aspects of like talking to Paulina, or like various other aspects that you get words from it, I think they might do that in aspects where he can talk to various people and get information from that in the social aspect. But I don't think that's going to be part of his battle plan at all. Just because,
Oh, I see.
because remember, there's two parts of it. What you're talking about is the non-freaking RPG aspect right there, which has the non-combat part. Like in the combat part, that you can actually see that he's actually will freaking he actually does attack, because he has like a sword that he can actually attack with. He has a gun that actually attacks with, and then obviously the persona. So basically, like obviously he has various moves right there, so that he will probably like use a various weapon for his A attacks right there, and probably his smash attacks, and for his persona he might do various call up the various personas in to do various like smash attacks right there to actually help him out.
Oh, that would be super cool too.
Yeah. So
I feel like he's gonna be like a Dante type of character, where he's gonna be like really flashy, because he looks like a flashy type of character.
yeah, I think so. Yeah. Another thing that I believe that he will probably use right there is his like there's like an instant kill type thing right there, where it's probably going to be his final smash. Where basically if you do enough, if you stand opponents right there, you can call in your teammates right there and do a go all out attack where everyone freaking attacks at once. Which that obviously is going to be his final smash. So it's actually going to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything. Hopefully they will show off some like some Smash stuff for him soon. Like obviously they probably won't show that soon like that, but obviously we probably want to see what he like he can do in the game. And obviously there's gonna be so many people playing him right there, because he's actually a pretty fucking interesting character that no one ever expects. And speaking of that, what other characters you can believe can be in Smash now because of the reveal of Joker? Because no one fucking ever expected Joker to be a Smash. People thought that it was either going to be like a new freaking like a Persona side game right there, or port to Switch or something like that. Not like a revealed for a playable character in Smash.
I would love to see Banjo Kazooie in Smash Ultimate, man.
Banjo Kazooie could be.
Banjo would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Banjo.
They can do it because of Nintendo and Microsoft. They had like a great relationship recently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah. And obviously, we all want freaking Waluigi.
Gino from Super Mario RPG.
I have a really good Waluigi story.
What?
Yeah.
So
Can you tell us?
how they had like a Smash ballot back in Smash 4?
Yeah, I remember that.
So one of my friends was like, why don't they put in Waluigi like right before the meme? And he put in games he's been in, he wrote not enough.
Yeah.
So I always found that really funny, and I just wish that they would put Waluigi in, not for the all the people, but just for my friend, because I know that he would really make it would really make him laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But for characters I personally want, I think Banjo is like a must-have. This game is like uh, everyone is there, you know. So I feel like Banjo deserves a spot there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want like an out of the blue pick, I think James Bond would be a dope character because the GoldenEye series is one of the like greatest gaming parts of my life. And
Yeah, man, GoldenEye,
now
man,
that they
that's like
put in
OG.
yeah, now that they put in Persona and that they have characters like Snake and stuff, maybe some James Bond themed or GoldenEye themed character would be super dope. That's like my biggest wish. I know it's probably not gonna happen, but I think that would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And if I and just for the what the fuck factor, maybe Master Chief or something like that, like something that people say like, wow, really everyone is here, you know, like to make a statement. And if just like a super impossible character, I would love for Hagar to be in the game, but
Mike
I know it's
Hagar,
not
oh
gonna
damn.
happen. Like, just imagine all the combos you could do with Pipe.
Just imagine.
But yeah, those are my
Mike.
picks. Imagine like Pipe and have his upper be the air pile driver. That would be the dopest thing in the world.
Yeah, man, it'd be so sick. I can imagine that right now.
Like just Pipe, pile driver, and then side smash.
Yeah.
What about what? I would like to see Battletoads. That'll be sick.
Oh yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, definitely too.
Since we're talking about like characters that would be cool in Smash, what about Hulk?
Hulk.
Hulk would be cool. He wins
Yeah.
Evo 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell yeah! I would love to see Hulk in a Smash game. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
you know
also,
what other character would be pretty cool?
Who?
Bugsby.
Cuphead. I think look, Cuphead could be a really good addition to Smash.
I can see that. Mm.
Busby.
Like he fits with the mold.
Says for me right there, I would say Phoenix Wright could be a very interesting like addition to the game if he ever shows up.
What about Beautiful Joe? He'd be like a great addition to the game.
Could be interesting.
Joe.
Yeah, man.
That'd be insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the guys? The guys from Contra.
Oh, that would be cool. Or the Metal
Dude.
Slug characters.
Oh yes, I would love to see that
fuck.
too.
I don't know how that would translate to a Smash game. The Metal Slug characters. It'd be cool, but like.
Oh, actually, you know what? What
They
about
could be like a stance character and like throw like different weapons, and then the down B could be like the homeless guy holding them, giving them food.
Actually, you know what? Here's a very unlikely one. Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Say that,
Wow, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they had Wii in the game. You got Wii and Ken. I mean, why not add like Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the game? You know.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to like tone down the violence and the blood, of course. You know.
Yes.
I mean, that can happen.
That can't happen at all.
Mm-hmm. And also, Mortal Kombat 11 is going to be on the Switch too. So.
Yeah. Definitely.
For sure.
For sure, definitely. And speaking of Mortal Kombat, let's go right into Mortal Kombat 11. Nice segue, right?
Great segue.
Maestro.
Basically,
That was great.
Well, yes. Basically, recently, during the during the Game Awards like that it was revealed that Mortal Kombat 11 is in development, and basically it's coming out in 4 months, which is a huge fucking turnaround from a game being announced, a AAA game, and like from launch, so which like no one expects that to be that fucking soon.
That's
Yeah.
really ridiculous. For what I heard about the game has been like in making for like 4 years, from what I heard. So
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
So it's
You know,
been
when it comes to Mortal Kombat, like I've never been a fan, mostly because of the fact that you have to like hold down a button to block. I've never been a fan of that. However, after I saw the trailer for Mortal Kombat 11, I wanted to, only because 21 Savage was in the trailer. That is the only reason why. Like, oh, that is the only reason why I was like, oh my god, they really put 21 Savage, 21 Savage song in this. Like, holy shit, that's crazy. So like that already sold me. Like,
Yeah.
I've
Yes.
never really liked the Mortal Kombat series in the game aspect.
Higher
Like
level play.
the playability of it. I feel like it's super stiff, but I really like the character design that they do, and the stories are always entertaining. And I feel like it's a really good game to like have fun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
at the start of all the NRS games, they always have a really strong scene. I feel like the NRS scene is based on like their hype, you know, like they release a new Mortal Kombat, everybody's playing it, and then a year later, like 12 people are playing it, but that's because they're gonna release another game, and it's gonna be Injustice, and I feel like that's the cycle with them, and I feel like it's cool because maybe this Mortal Kombat could be like where they all say like, "Yo, we're playing this like consistently all the time," you know,
I
and have
also,
all the
man.
people with the hype, because the trailer looked super dope,
Mm-hmm.
super dope.
Mm-hmm.
It looks super dope. And I actually have found something on Event Hubs that there is a possible leak for Mortal Kombat 11 right here, which I will link in the thing, which we will talk about here, because I'm just going to read the article here. Basically, on the Italian GameStop page, you can find more information that's like telling what's on horizon for MK11. Description under the premium guides, there's content that we have not heard about, which through Google Translate says, promise all new game engines allows more brutal and gory action. Opposed with new personalization system will never see more move sets, a new fatality system as well as a new gore text system, a multiplayer features geared towards esports and more. Under additional content, they also list a special case, then the Combat Pass, 6 characters and 6 Battle Pass. Then also has used the Battle Pass in Mortal Kombat 10 for batches of 60 characters, which will be a trend continuing. The Battle Pass is new, so we might have to wait and see for it. Further information on the page right there shows Cattle Khan has not seen the game right there. What looks like he might be wearing a Turner costume, and basically, and looks like the picture is not working at the moment for some reason, so I can't link it. Okay, okay, so here it is. Never mind. Okay, looks like I can link it. I can link it. So give me a second. It's in the article, so you can see it, guys. So don't worry. That's the Turner costume right there. Like in the thing, so you can see.
yeah, I see the Shao Kahn costume. I see it.
It looks pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
pretty interesting.
So just to clarify, because I'm not sure I understand this whole 6 characters, 6 battle pass things. Does this mean that it's gonna be like 6 battle passes, and then each one of those battle passes is gonna include 6 characters?
Basically, no. Basically, saying that the first thing of DLC right there is gonna have 6 playable characters and 6 something else right there within that DLC, so that you don't have. So the 6 characters are gonna be the same thing right there.
Oh, okay, no, because I was confused because I thought it meant like 6 like battle passes, and then each one of those battle passes has 6 characters, so that would which would be 36 characters, which would be insane for
Mm-hmm.
DLC.
That would be
That's
crazy.
why I was confused. I was just lost by that.
And so yeah, they're basically everyone sounds like they're like, I think that the game looks pretty interesting at the moment, even though obviously we don't know much about it. Another thing aspect like that might be a very new thing for the game too is that it might be having a very heavy uses of weapons now, where each character might have weapons from what the trailer showed. Because obviously each character had a weapon to it, like Scorpion had a sword right there. Forgot what Raiden uses at all, but obviously it looks like that it's going to be a more weapon-heavy gameplay for what it looks like at the moment, which is actually a good thing because that actually shows that the China scenes at the formula a bit. Because obviously, like other characters had weapons, like and various things with as the nobles, but with the weapons you can take off or put back on, right? They have different sets of normals for it. So, which is definitely pretty good because that will obviously bring more variety to the game, and I could be like more interested in checking it out. Because
that'd be nice,
Yeah, for me right there. Obviously, I'm
I
not.
feel like if that happens, it's the same as with what I was saying with Smash, that if you can make it like very personalized and very like so much variety, I feel like it makes the game more fun, right? Because you can play to your style. So if this weapon system were to happen, I think that would be cool. Because maybe Scorpion with a sword would play different as Scorpion with a hook,
Yes.
So having your own style and all the things that would make it that way, I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, so hopefully we can find out more information about it because in January there's going to be a community review event that will show off more stuff about the game, and we will find out more about it then.
Yeah. So at some point, it's gotta like invite Winnie to the event, like Bomb from New York City. He got invited to that.
The Silent Fox I know got invited to that too, but definitely very good and everything like that.
It's great.
Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, so let's go on to the next topic here, which is Capcom Cup. Basically, Capcom Cup is basically the biggest fighting game event right there related to Capcom games besides Evo, because Evo is obviously actually besides this year's Evo. Basically, Capcom Cup is basically a tournament for Street Fighter V right now that showcases the top 32 best players in the world for that game, showing off and who will take it for the best thing. Basically, this tournament right there, you had to enter different tournaments throughout the year and basically get points so you can actually register it. Basically, the only people that were able to come to the tournament were either players that got enough points, won last year's Capcom Cup, or won Evo, which automatically guarantees a spot. Which basically it was Menard RD and also Problem X are going to be two players that will be in the event because Menard RD won Capcom Cup last year and Problem X won Evo this year. Yeah, so here are the character players right now that are able to play in the tournament. Angry Bird, Piccolo, obviously Meta RD, Chris Tannigan, we got Liquid Nemo. I was like, I'm putting that in the chat so people can see. Florian, sorry, I'm saying that Florian. I'm fucking fucking up his name. Storm Kubo, Momosi, Itabasi Zangief, Punk, Mago, Barnsan, CJ Truth, Azian, Gakukon, right there are like always confirmed to be there at the moment. So this right here is preview part 1 right there. Obviously, there's gonna have more right there. Obviously, Daigo's gonna probably be it. Obviously, Tokido's gonna be there. Most likely, Justin Wong and a lot of fucking other well-known players are probably gonna be at the event too. Yep. Basically, where you're there right there, it's gonna be happening this Friday. For the last chance qualifiers. So basically, there's like 1 or 2 spots open that if you go to this event right there and you win it right there, you'll be able to play in the Capcom Cup. Yeah,
That's pretty sick, man.
yeah, what's obviously right there, you will probably like have a very hard seed because it's the last chance qualifier. So you most likely will have the hardest seed. So that means you'll probably go up against last Capcom Comes winner, so Men RD. Well, the main event, which will be happen on the 15th and 16th. So basically, the 15th there will get it all the way down to the top 8. The 16th will be the top 8s. And basically, so there right there, everyone will be there, and also other things that will happen right there. That there's going to be a Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo exposition right there with top veteran players that will happen. And also, if you're able to go to the event, you can try out 2 upcoming titles, which is Resident Evil 2 Remake and Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so obviously those are the main things that are known about the event. Obviously, there's gonna be more, which I should actually go to the Street Fighter Reddit because hopefully they have something up right now for it. And I don't see anything at the moment. Yeah, so obviously right there, it's gonna be a very hard thing. Obviously right there, not a lot of people who actually like playing Street Fighter 5 at all because of the various mechanics in the game and how the game actually plays out and everything. But obviously, people still like to watch high level Street Fighter 5 because obviously right there, those people like know the game right there and basically freaking play the game as best you can do it there. And obviously, like I'm still fucking hype on watching high level freaking Street Fighter 5, even though I definitely don't care for the game as much because it's the system and combo mechanics that are
It's very like limited,
very
like what
limited
he
right
can
there.
do, you know.
Like, and also how the normals are in the game. Some normals right there feel very stubby, and some normals feel like very freaking powerful and everything like that. And then the system mechanics that also freaking hurt some characters too, like the recent nerfs to freaking the V trigger system right there and everything like that hurt Zangief in a very big way, and also the nerfs that he got with throws and command grab Okies that freaking very hurt his game plan and everything like that. But knowing that right there, we probably will still get some very good players out there. That we probably will see a lot of freaking Cammy players because he's one of the best characters in the game. And obviously we'll see basically birdies. We would see Akumas because Akuma is probably the second best character. We would see Giles. Giles is probably like one of the third best characters in the game. And a lot of other character varieties too because a lot of players that are in the event right there are one character specialists that will stick with the characters no matter what, and then there's other players that will pick what characters they need to believe to beat the other player. So we can't wait for that. Right now, it's very hard to tell who can actually win at the moment because with how Street Fighter 5 is, it can go any way. But
it's a 50-50.
50-50. But obviously, there's still going to be a very good chance that Tokido will freaking take it also because Tokido has been playing out of his mind like for freaking for the game since like the last couple of years for this game because he fucking knows everything like that and can't freaking everything. But obviously, Metal RD has beat Tokido last year to win Capcom Cup, which he did it with an amazing comeback too when he was about to lose, and he was able to come back from losers when he was down like 2-0, and basically was able to come back and win the entire event.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, and then we have
that made me proud as a birdie main.
Yes. Yep. And then we have Papa X with his Dictator and also Abigail with his Dictator actually beating I believe Tokido in grand battles because how he can use Dictator to bully people because that's how Dictator is. He's a bully type of character. He and says what's obviously like Dictator is very good still. But you have to know which buttons to press and everything like that, and I can't wait. Obviously, everyone wants to see freaking Daigo win because everyone loves Daigo.
Daigo's a legend, man.
Yeah, everyone wants fucking Daigo to win. And then obviously Nakadu, because Nakadu is fucking one of the best U.S. players of all time, like up there with freaking Sonic Fox, and like obviously like everyone wants to have the U.S. win the freaking thing, and everyone freaking was shouting that, hey, since Metal ID won, that means technically U.S. won, so we actually freaking won. The U.S. like beat the Japanese. So definitely am very excited for the event right there. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more players to actually do, and also there could be some underdogs that we probably won't see that could actually win. Because last year, no one expected Metal RD was going to win Capcom Cup, but he was able to come back, and he showed that the power of freaking Birdie and everything like
The
that.
Birdie, man.
Can I say something about Mena's win last year?
Yeah, what's up, man?
I knew he would win Capcom Cup since SoCal Regionals that year, because I sat there and saw him play casuals against Chris G's Guile, and he was getting in on Guile with Birdie every time. And that's when I knew, like, this kid does not care about anything and will not be scared, dude.
The reason why he has
his
he has
fearless
that
style
method.
just broke everybody. It broke Tokido, it broke Nemo, it broke Xian. So I feel like the way the Dominican players play is such a different style from the Japanese style or the American style that it gives them a strong edge, because it makes them have everybody else play their game. And I feel like that's what was like the key in Mena's win. And speaking of that like trait in a player, I feel like there are 3 players we should be watching out for this Capcom Cup. One of them is Sako.
Oh yeah,
because
Sako.
his Manat is absolutely crazy. He can convert of anything. He can confirm of anything, and it's obviously a really strong character that not many people have like that much of a matchup knowledge. So I feel like Sako is one to watch out for. Kaba has been doing super well and super consistent this year with his Guile. So he's definitely watch out for Kaba. He's also from the Dominican Republic, and I think that he could do a great performance during Capcom Cup. And I also feel like there's one player that people are underestimating after Evo, and that is Problem X. I feel like Problem X is one of the most versatile and smartest players I've seen in Street Fighter V. And there's a reason he won Evo. Like, he hasn't been performing as well, but he's probably been preparing for this event a lot. So I expect to see like great results from him.
Yep, definitely am great for that. Actually, I'm definitely like expecting a lot of great things. Also, I want to see what Bonchan can do with Sagat, because obviously he is like basically said that he will play Sagat all Capcom Cup, but we don't know if he actually will or not. But obviously Sagat is everyone wants to see Sagat right there. Sagat was like the most hype fucking reveal character for freaking season 3 of Street Fighter 5, and people fucking like wanted him right there. And people said that he's not the best right there, but he's not bad. You know, well, actually, no, he's bad, but not that bad.
He's like low mid, I'd say.
A wise old man in a YouTube video once told me, pick Sagat.
Pick Sagat.
Pick Sagat.
Pick Sagat.
Oh, Sagat.
Yep. So,
I think another person to watch out for is CJ Truth, because he got
Oh yeah,
CJ Truth is insane. He's actually a local. He's an Orlando local. So which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think he should, like, you guys should like really watch out for him, because he did really good at the what was that last tournament before
the NA qualifier?
Yeah, the NA qualifiers. He got second place at in the was it the qualifiers?
I think it was either the open tournament or the qualifiers.
Yeah, but he got first and second on both of those tournaments, which is bonkers. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
And Tokido is obviously the most consistent player in this game. So I expect
He's a
Tokido to
god.
be in either winners or grand finals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Like Tokido is a monster. Like that. He's
So,
insane.
okay.
Your mic's messed up, Jacob. Yeah, your mic's
Yeah,
messed up.
your mic's messing up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we wait a second for Jacob to ask if it's his mic. Yeah.
Also, I think the first round match for CJ Truth might be his hardest match because it's against Shao Hai.
Shao Hai
And-
is
Shao Hai.
player, right?
Shao Hai is a Kami player.
Oh, Kami
he's-
mirrors.
Yeah, and Shao Hai is well known for his KOF gameplay, and like that guy is just ridiculous. Like his footsies and reactions are superhuman, dude. I've seen him whiff punish things with super on reaction. Like, say you whiffed a crouch light kick or something, and he will punish it. He's
Yeah,
super
Shao
good.
Hai-
Like,
Shao Hai's
and
God.
all his experience plus Kami makes him super scary.
Yes.
And
I
I've
agree.
talked to several Street Fighter players, and they all say that they don't like playing Shao Hai because of his style. He's just so oppressive and so aggressive, and I understand. And to top it off, I think he's just like generally badass. Like last Evo, I saw him money matching people in KOF, like KOF 98, and he was using one hand, and it was against like other top KOF players. And
Oh,
they
damn.
were using two hands, and they could not beat him, dude. So this guy is the real deal, and he's gonna be a tough match for CJ. I really want to see what happens with that one.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. Okay, let's go to the next part of this. Is that obviously who or what will they reveal for Street Fighter V? Basically, for season 4. Obviously, right now there's been a data mine leaked by Kira that's saying that there's probably going to be new netcode for the game, which obviously netcode is actually definitely a big issue for the game because of the one-sided rollbacks right there and like various other issues for the game.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah, and also he also has right now a picture of C Viper as his picture for it, which obviously that means there's a possibility of C Viper being a character for season 5 for season 4.
Yeah, her and was might be like characters in season 4. That'd be pretty badass.
I
would
feel
love
like-
to see Viper.
I feel like Viper is almost a shoe-in because she's in the story mode already,
Yeah.
and everybody's asking for her. So maybe Viper, Oro would be pretty cool with the V trigger system.
Saddam would be sick.
Yeah, so Dom would be dope.
Bakoro,
And I feel that since Ono hates humanity, he's probably gonna put in Honda as well.
Yeah.
God. I really hope E Honda never makes it into Street Fighter 5. I hate that character so much. Like,
You don't like
not
down
even because
How
of the
come?
playstyle. Not even because of the playstyle. It's just he's such a boring character. I don't know. I feel like he's super boring to me. Like
It's kind of generic.
yeah, he's super generic. It's like oh hey look sumo wrestler. Haha. I don't know. It's just it's kind of like putting in what was the Bruce Lee the Bruce
Fei
Lee
Long?
Fei Long.
Fei Long. It's kind of like putting Fei Long in the game. It's like we've seen this over and over again. I don't want it.
What about T-Hawk or DJ?
Oh, I would love T-Hawk
Oh,
just
T-Hawk,
because
yes.
T-Hawk is from where I live. He's from Guadalajara.
Mm-hmm.
So
T-
to all you
T-Hawk.
Street Fighter heads out there listening, this is a fun fact. T-Hawk's stage in Street Fighter 2 is a real place in real life. It's called the Hospicio Cabañas, and it's in Guadalajara, Mexico. And
I
that
never
place
know
used
that.
to be like an orphanage for kids, but then they turned it into a museum where most like a lot of really cool paintings in the ceiling and stuff like that are done, and it's like a gallery for many artists in Mexico.
I
So if
didn't
you
know
look
that.
up-
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
if you look up Hospicio Cabañas T-Hawk, you can see the comparison.
Hmm.
And if any people from the FGC want their picture in the T-Hawk stage, you're welcome over here in Guadalajara, and I'll take you on the tour.
Mhm, yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I would love to do that.
Yeah. So, let's see. Other things that I would like to see that for characters, I would say another good possibility will probably be Abel, because he's also in the story mode too. In the
hmm
So that he could be a possibility in it, and obviously since he's in it right there, so that's a good likely chance. But obviously I want to see Makoto.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Makoto,
Makoto is dope.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Makoto is fucking dope. I wonder like how else it would actually work and with that. Obviously, I think her V trigger will probably be just her powering up and doing more damage, which means that she will probably be a very freaking very good comeback s character. Like, and obviously her like he her V her super right there is probably going to be her first critical art from first strike or for first ultra, or her but since he has two V triggers now, I see that her second V trigger will probably be her second ultra from the game also.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Someone else that
Makoto would be cool, and seeing Haitani play Makoto is always something beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see
What
Dudley.
about Sean? Dudley? Oh, dude,
Dudley would
sick.
be amazing. Oh,
Oh,
my
Smug
god.
would be happy with that, dude.
Oh yeah, Smug would be like ecstatic. I would love to see Smug play Dudley in Street
What
Fighter
about
5,
Peter the cop from the story mode?
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
yes, yes.
with the PC mod, you can actually play him in the game, which is kind of cool.
We actually need like DLC Peter, dude.
We have to. And Peter the cop, and we also need like a Peter Wallace, aka Cowboy Fiend skin as well
Oh,
for Peter.
God.
Actually, no, here,
Please don't
here,
mention that name ever
actually,
again.
here's a question, guys. Do you expect that they could do a crossover character too with Street Fighter 5? Like, from character from that game? That could be a possibility.
I would like to see
I would-
that. Maybe like add like a character from Tekken. I mean, they can do that.
You know what would be pretty probable? It's either a Tekken character or a Power Ranger.
Or Mario. That's
I don't know
Or
about a Power
Mario,
Ranger.
yeah.
no, that was more of a joke.
Okay, I was.
It's like,
But
Power Ranger.
they've been investing a lot of money in the Street Fighter X Power Rangers thing.
Yeah, I saw
So-
that. Mhm.
I wouldn't write it off. Like the Green Ranger or something like that. They could probably make that work.
Dude, that would be sick as hell.
If
you
it
think
was-
about it.
If it was a Tekken character, I would like it to be Paul, only because
Paul?
I think he'd fit like the Street Fighter franchise a little better.
oh, fuck. Sorry, I just saw something on Twitter.
Oh,
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's another thing that we saw talk about that recently was announced that they have the ability to for Street Fighter 5, you have the ability to have advertisements in the gameplay that you play, and you will receive fight money in the game while you have ads in the game. So if you have it on, you will have you'll be able to get fight money slowly with that, which people probably don't like, but obviously some people won't care for it. But that's a thing we should probably point out about that too.
yeah, I saw that today. Yeah.
That's I don't really care much about it, but
I don't
obviously
care about it either. You know? I mean, it's neat, I guess. I mean,
yeah. But obviously we don't freaking play the game, so that's why we probably don't care.
I mean, well, you're talking about the fact that you can like do the sponsored stuff on the
characters.
yeah on the characters and like the character colors and stuff.
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
that right there. Basically, you have the ability to freaking have ads like in the game like that, showcasing various things.
Yeah, like I actually don't think it's that bad. What I don't like about it is the fact that they're forcing you to give to use like the stage. like the Capcom Cup stages,
Mhm.
which I don't mind, but the fact that all of them are super fucking laggy whenever you try to go online, it sucks. It just sucks because then you have these whole bunch of people like just trying to fish for extra fight money by picking that stage, and it just ruins it because it's a really laggy stage. Like
Mhm.
all the stages are laggy. So usually like I still pick the grid for that, what I'm saying, the training stage, because it's way less likely than the other ones. But
Yeah.
that's one of the things that does annoy me about that. Like everybody's picking the the CPT stages, and they're all laggy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, I understand.
yeah, definitely I don't care for it, but I know people freaking will not have ads. But you have the ability to turn them off. But I don't know if they made it negative if it's turned off or not. I'm not sure.
You can
Well, I
turn
know,
it off.
I know you can turn it off. I'm not saying that. I don't know if there's anything negative if you turn it off. And again, that's really it. I'm not sure.
Oh no, there's no negative. It's just not there anymore.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure. Okay. Then, but back to that. Back to Capcom Cup. Basically, there is a possibility of obviously them revealing something new for the fighting game, for fighting games, which we don't know yet what it could possibly be. Because obviously, um, I see Markman saying that there's some like new stuff fighting game coming your way that he wants to talk about soon, but obviously can't. So that means it's obviously going to be more freaking. There's going to be something like a decent sized reveal at Capcom Cup, maybe. We don't know
And
yet.
that's a maybe. Yes.
Yes, I guess obviously right there we can see a review for season 4 for Street Fighter, but we don't know if they're going to announce another freaking fighting game at the same event, because
Oh,
obviously
may. There's like a possibility they might do a Marvel 4 or update for Infinite, but that's like a 50-50 maybe.
yes, but basically
Eh.
at the moment for what it looks like right there, because how they have not talked about Infinite at all right there, they're either gonna try to do an updated version of Infinite with new updated graphics.
We brand the name, like
We read a
remove the
name right
Infinite
there,
part. Mm-hmm.
or they're gonna
I have a
release.
feeling they're gonna do the cross Tekken to Infinite and just forget about its existence,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna
Honestly,
release like Marble 4 Super Ultra Ultimate Edition or something like that.
Yes.
well,
If they did a new Marble, they would call it Marble 4, because that
Yeah,
way with the
exactly.
Infinite, they would get rid of it, right?
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I hope they do not, because Infinite is a fun game. But if they do a new Marvel, I feel like that's what the world truly needs, dude. The world needs Marvel. They need the hype and they need the salt and everything.
yeah.
So it's either that on the hopeful side, or like a Power Stone or Rival Schools on the not that hopeful side. Like it can't be a new fighting game, I think.
yeah, I
Dark
think
Stalkers 4?
Yeah.
says
I mean,
Darkstalkers
Here, here,
4 could be a big possibility because obviously
Oh,
were
that's
hit,
true.
they were
I would
hitting
love to
louder
see a
in the past,
Darkstalkers.
like around 6 years ago when Street Fighter Cross Tekken was announced right there, and that's no, it was around the time they did Darkstalkers Resurrection right there. They released that right there, and obviously they went silent because obviously the game did not sell as well as predicted. But obviously, right there, that means there was something in production, so they could have done something else with it. They also could be doing a brand new fighting game too that we have not known about, that we don't know anything about, or obviously they're gonna release any of the new freaking new fighting games, or there's a possibility of them skipping the Marvel's Capcom thing right there and just doing a Capcom versus game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
because
possibility too.
because
Yeah,
in order
mm-hmm.
for them to make a new Marvel game, they would have to talk to Disney Marvel. And if this was like pre Disney Marvel, then I could see a new Marvel game coming. However, because it is Disney Marvel, they're gonna charge a lot more. They're gonna have a lot more expectations, kind of like the same thing that happened with Infinite. You know, it was
Yeah.
Disney Marvel. So Disney Marvel already saw that Infinite didn't work out very well. So what's gonna end up happening is that Marvel is either not gonna even think about like giving Capcom the license back, or they're just gonna or they're just gonna charge a lot more for that game,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just not gonna work out. That's why I think even considering another Marvel game would be very impossible because of Disney Marvel. Like the corporate side, from corporately, and like it just wouldn't make sense for Disney Marvel to try that again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Definitely.
But
As
I
of
feel
right
like
now,
the
yes.
I feel like Disney Marvel wasn't such of a nuisance for the development of Infinite. I feel like it was more.
On Capcom part, because well, I mean, keep in mind, like, you know, Capcom, they made the game by themselves, you know, like in
I
house, you
feel
know.
like licensing is not an issue outside of the costs or Disney being like a dick, because I feel like the problem with Infinite during release was three things. One, it was a rushed game in
Mm-hmm.
the sense that it wasn't aesthetic. The gameplay was super fun, but it wasn't an aesthetic game.
Oh, the game looks like absolute dog shit. Like,
So
Yeah,
look at
like
fucking Spencer, dude.
like
if
Spencer
you
looks like a
look,
crackhead.
He looks like a
if,
fucking caveman,
I
dude.
always use this example. If you look at Doctor Strange in Marvel 3, even his hand movements look realistic, right?
Yeah.
But then you look at Doctor Strange in Marvel Infinite, and you're like, my daughter could do something better than this in her kindergarten
I
paint
mean,
school.
It's so bad.
heavy, like look at his level 3 in Infinite compared to Ultimate. It's like he looks like a fucking like snake in Infinite when he does it level 3, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it just looks bad.
so I feel like they rushed it in that sense, and then there were two other things that didn't really help. One was the beta. The beta was so bad it convinced players that liked the game that it was a bad game.
Yeah, the story mode demo was pretty ass. Not gonna lie.
That was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what Capcom was thinking with that shit.
And the thing that killed it in the end was the Reality Stone pre-patch, because everybody just saw the first gameplays, and instead of seeing like a hype Marn versus Combo Fiend thing, they saw Reality Stone, Reality Stone,
Reality
Reality
Zone,
Stone.
Reality Zone.
So-
I think another
So-
contributing factor was Combo Fiend as well. When he said that characters were just functions.
Functions.
Yeah,
You know what? I don't like. I agree that it was a bad PR decision, but I don't feel like it was fully Combo Fiend's fault. You know,
Yep.
because if you're getting paid to promote a game, obviously you're gonna try to promote it, right? And not say like, "Yo, we fucked up. We didn't put it in Magneto." Obviously, I feel like as a player and as a person, he would have wanted to say that, but as an employee, he said what he said, right? And it wasn't the right decision, but I feel like it was not just him saying that, but there was probably other factors pushing him. And I feel like a ton of the shit that's falling upon Infinite was on Combo Fiend, and I feel like it's not fully his fault, you know?
It's not as fun, you know.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just like
obviously not.
Capcom, you know.
Yeah,
Obviously not, you know
but
what I'm
like that statement definitely hurt
Oh,
the
yeah,
game.
so much.
And no X-Men, of course, absolutely. The X-Men and Street Fighter are like such a tight knit thing, and of the Versus series, that not having them felt like a pizza without bread, you know, like it's
Yeah,
like,
Oh,
okay,
pepperoni,
it's
man.
so
No
wrong.
cheese, you know. It's
yeah,
like
like I'll eat it, but
Without
it's not the
cheese.
same thing.
there's no Akuma either. Though. It's like so weird, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I can do without Akuma. You know what I'm saying? Like Akuma is obviously like a big part of the Marvel vs. Capcom series, but I think like I think doing without Akuma could be fine. You know what I'm saying? That's doable. But but when it comes to no X-Men, like the X-Men have been like they were literally the first, you know, like the first game, the first Marvel vs. Capcom game was
Children
X-Men
of the
versus
Atom.
X-Men,
Yeah.
dude. X-Men showed out Adams, you know.
exactly. So it's like what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wasn't there any X-Men? It just didn't make any sense.
Bro, Fantastic Four characters like Doctor Doom, Sister Screw.
Yeah, exactly. Not even them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not having the X-Men was definitely the biggest nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
all those people who
hopefully,
wanted-
if they announce a new Marvel, they'll learn from their mistakes. Because I feel like that's an important part of the FGC, you know? You never learn harder than after you've got embodied. So I hope Capcom learns from this, gets better, and throws out a game we can all enjoy. Because I feel like we've been going into like a dark ages of fighting games slowly. And I would hate to see that happen. And I feel like
because
if one game can really make this lit again, it could be a Marvel game.
oh yeah, for sure. Because Capcom not being like getting overtaken by Dragon Ball, like you know that's
crazy, dude. Yeah,
that's crazy. Like who would have thought that a Dragon Ball game could overtake, you know, Capcom? You know the
nobody, dude.
Marvel,
Nobody.
you know what I'm saying? Like
A Capcom game. I mean, a Dragon Ball game that was the game that we like most people wanted right there, like when they heard Infinite right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 3v3 assist, full action, fast-paced game. That's what people
With
wanted.
insane graphics.
Yeah.
Well, basically, it was probably mainly the graphics because the freaking Dragon Ball FighterZ game looked amazing right there. And people saying that, yeah, and basically with how Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, like looked right there, it looks like a freaking PS2 game, like a late gen PS2 game. Which obviously that was the main reason why people didn't freaking get it right there. So obviously I know people why that's the reason why that no one wanted to get it. But that right there is probably like everything that we are hoping to be on it, or like some of the things that I hope to be on it at Capcom Cup.
I do have a crazy idea for the next like Marvel game. Is like they should give the next Marvel game like the Smash Ultimate treatment, and I add back like everyone back from all the previous like Marvel vs. Capcom games, and there, boom. You say like hotcakes, you know?
That would be insane. If that were to happen, I would run naked all the way from Mexico to New York.
Okay, so
the total of characters would be like 105 characters, and if they added like added like 10 characters, like new 10 characters, it would be like 115 characters, you know?
Yeah.
They'd be like fucking ridiculous,
so
you know?
sick.
Nah,
So ridiculous.
like I said, Capcom. I mean, Marvel would also have to be on board with that, and that doesn't seem very likely.
Yeah, and the reason why they were like having some characters in the first place was because of cross promotion right there. That's people like basically Disney says Capcom. I mean, Disney says Marvel thought that we can just have these characters in right there for cross promotion type deal.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the reason why there wasn't even any X-Men or Fantastic Four characters was because of Disney Marvel. Because
because they did.
Universe.
Yeah, they didn't have the movie rights, but
But now they do.
But now Disney go buy 20th Century Fox in the next couple months now, so it's like.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like
then-
the way things are right now would lend itself for a way better Marvel vs. Capcom game than 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like legally, and culturally too, because Avengers Endgame is coming out next year, and I feel like they really would not miss this type of opportunity, right? Like when people are the most hype about Marvel, like casuals and non-casuals. So if they were to release a new Marvel game, they would do it during this Capcom Cup.
They should.
Yeah, if it's not during this time, it's just not gonna happen. That's just what I think. Like if it doesn't happen now, because Avengers Endgame is obviously coming out in a few months. It's like when does it come out? April, right?
April 20th, I think.
April, yeah, exactly. So it comes out in April. So it's like 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Like it would this opportunity is just too good to pass up. And if they pass it up, it's just not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't
Yeah, I
think
agree
it's ever gonna happen.
completely.
Yeah, I agree. So, any other news at all that we want to talk about?
I have one small news that maybe some people care about because I feel like it's pretty hype.
Okay.
So last week, two of the best Mexican players for Dragon Ball's fighters got into some beef.
Yeah.
On Facebook. And the very first high stakes money match for Dragon Ball in Mexico is gonna happen this Saturday on stream.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be Anabolic versus Demetrio.
Oh shit.
For 3K pesos.
3K pesos.
3,000.
What was the what was
That's
the
like what's up?
Yeah, what was the story behind the beef between these two?
Okay, I'll give you the brief rundown because it's super funny. Okay, so Anabolic hates Demetrio because Anabolic thinks that Demetrio dodged him during one tournament.
Oh damn!
And after Anabolic claims that Demetrio dodged him for one entire tournament, Demetrio, who lives in another city, has been saying that he's gonna whoop Anabolic whenever they play and stuff like that.
Holy
So
shit.
somebody sent a screenshot of Demetrio talking smack to Anabolic. And if you guys don't know who Anabolic is, he's basically real life Nappa. And he has like anger issues. So he was like, no, there is no way this guy is talking shit. So he made a post and he's like, yo, I'm calling you out. The 3,000 peso money match. What's up?
Holy shit.
And he said, I'll drive to your city and I'll mess you up. No cost. So now it's gonna be a super fun money match, and we're probably gonna stream it. So if you guys are down for some high action Mexican Dragon Ball, we're gonna hold an events this Saturday, and it's gonna be Demetrio against Anabolic, 1st to 10, and their teams are pretty cool too.
Who's gonna stream it?
Probably I'm gonna stream it from my PS4 with the help of some friends.
Okay.
So I'll let you guys know the link, and it's gonna be super fun and super salty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn.
And you guys see a lot of cool tech because they both play really interesting teams.
Interesting.
And we'll also stream a couple of money matches from other good players too as well that day.
Okay.
What teams do they play? If I may ask.
Okay, so Demetrio plays Vegito, Goku, Super Saiyan, and Yamcha.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Anabolic plays Cell, 16, and Vegito.
Huh.
But Anabolic also claims to have a hidden character ready for this money match.
Oh shit.
And it better be Nappa.
So I don't really know what to expect. Part of me is hoping that he's just gonna bust out a Kinect and start playing with Nappa.
Oh god.
Nappa.
Oh shit. That'd be fun.
Yeah, so I'll send you. Let me send you the flyer for the event so you guys can see who Anabolic is.
Oh, sweet, man.
Okay.
Let me check how I send it.
Oh yeah, in all the news, me and my team, Until Gaming, we will be releasing the details for the next season of Marvel Infinite Clash of the Stones and Retro Throwback Ultimate Marvel 3 as soon as possible, guys. So more details on that.
Okay, that's the money match flyer.
Oh my god.
He looks like fucking Nappa, dude. Holy shit.
He is Nappa.
Oh my god. That's
You
funny.
better fucking
So if
bust
you
out
guys
the
are-
Nappa.
Dude, if he busts out the PlayStation VR and Nappa, dude,
That's wrongling right there. That's wrongling right there.
and you'll also see a couple of very good Mexican players that couldn't go to Thunderstruck. and some of the ones that went. I'll be there playing. I'm playing Goku Blue, 16, and Vegito right now. There's also a guy named Templario. He's probably the strongest player where I live, and he's a very good Android 18 player. So I feel like you guys are gonna see a couple of cool things.
Okay. Definitely cool.
Yeah, I'd be down. I'm down to watch it for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Well, if that's everything, I would thank you for everyone that is watching right now. I'll go check this out later on. I am Flying High.
I am Shaco Man.
I am TA Wolf.
OG Sus Johnson, aka Phoenix Wright.
And this is TAC Commons, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice night.
Alright, see you guys.
See you guys. Thanks.
It's Marvel, baby.